particular place, or get your stones from one particular country, or do you just sort of have a very open range to sort of where you get your stones from? And
mainly Croydon. Well, two things have happened by force of staying alive as long as I have, and that is you get to meet a huge amount of people, and they know what you like, so they know exactly how to rip you off. So that's comforting. But no, I take a lot of telephone calls. People saying, "I've got this thing. I think you'd appeal to you, whatever." Especially where there are big stones that can be carved. It's just something I love doing. So there's a big bit of opal that can be carved into something, which is not particularly what most people want. So I'm lucky enough to sort of find new people all the time. I use, literally people everywhere. I don't go abroad as much as I used to. I once went, in 1976, I went to Colombia to buy some emeralds. On the advice of a friend of mine in LA, he said it'd be a good idea for me to take 10 grand, which we, $10,000 we got together, 5,000 each, and go to Colombia. And when I got to Bogota, there was a big sign that said, "Welcome to Colombia, home of emeralds and oranges." So, which is exactly what Colombia obviously is very famous for. So the people were selling grams of oranges on the street. It was interesting. But I went out into the jungle, and I thought, what am I doing here? I'm with this guy with a silly moustache and sort of, he's come out of a sort of, bandito film. He's taking me up in the jungle with $10,000 cash. I'm going to die. I really don't want to do this. What am I doing? And what does that bastard who told me to do it? No mobile telephones in those days. And I was rescued by sort of Den Manelli, you won't remember who he was, but he was always the guy that appeared in a sweaty old white suit with a sort of club tie, as our man in Havana or our man in whatever it is, who sort of came, a remittance man who'd done something unspeakable at home, been sent out by the family to live his life in Colombia. He came out and he worked for Barclays International. Barclays was the only bank that had and came out and stopped me getting killed. And I bought $10,000 worth of emeralds. We got them back to LA, only half of them because the customs took half. Anyway, they finally ended up in England, and I got $10,108 for them. So we split $54 each, and I thought, I'm never going to do that again. In future, people would come to us. So I learnt my lesson without actually having my throat slit, and I thought, enough is enough. But so I bought an awful lot here in Hatton Garden when I worked in Hatton Garden, and I go to the shows and what have you, but not as much as I used to. On the whole, I'm lucky enough that they come to me. But I will buy anything that I really like, and I don't care what stone it is, so long as the provenance is right, so long as it's all above board, as long as it's ethical, etc., etc. What is really important to me is it's just an extraordinary stone. It can be a little garnet, it can be whatever. If it's really interests me, then I'll, and it's the right price, obviously. It's on a queue around the block tomorrow, but I'll buy it.
Thank you so much.